Hi, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Ascendant, or Venus. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your November 20th to the 30th, 2021 money and career reading for you. Now, I ask if this reading resonates with you. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. If you're interested in any of the cards that I'm using, they will be listed and linked in the description box below. Now, before we begin this reading, let us clear the energy space, raising our own energy vibration and releasing any negativity. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. Releasing all negativity from the body like storm clouds, letting yourself feel calm, centered, and at peace as we enter into this safe and loving space. Let's let the bowls sing as we see what the tarot has to say. Scorpio, November 20th to the 30th, 2021 Scorpio, money and career. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides. At the bottom is our rooted self. The left-hand side is our inner self. The middle, our heart, our emotional self. The right-hand side, the public arena, the public self. So let's see what the cards have to say. We have the Sun, which is absolutely brilliant, and we have the Empress. I love this combination. So the Sun is the happiest card in the whole entire tarot deck. And then we have the Empress, which is this beautiful birthing of power into our world, and this beautiful sense of finding the power within ourselves. We then have the High Priestess, beautiful sacred feminine energy here, and the Queen of Wands. This is fire sign energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. If we're born on the cusp with Sagittarius, this is going to be coming out very powerfully within this time frame. But also if we have fire sign energy within our charts, again, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, it's going to come out powerfully here, or if we have fire sign energies within our lives. It then moves us to our emotional self. We have the High Priestess coming through again. Your intuition, Scorpio here, spot on. Spot on, listen to it. This is the time to connect. This is the time to, embrace our power. This is the time to see ourselves, because we're going to be seeing everything else so clearly. This is going to be a time where we find inspiration in the oddest of places, and people are going to be like, how does that inspire you? And you're going to just think, how does it not inspire you? So there's real beauty here coming forward. We then have the 10 of Pentacles. This is prosperity and success and bounty. This could be wealth or something we value as much as money coming in. And the 2 of Cups. Oh my gosh, I love it. This is unity. This is connection. This is healing. This is the sacred feminine and the sacred masculine coming together. The King of Wands. We have a soulmate connection, okay? Because we have the Queen of Wands and the King of Wands. And whenever we have the King and Queen of the same suit in a reading, it's a soulmate connection. It's a profoundly strong soulmate connection if they're of the same deck. But because they're of different decks here, it's not going to be quite as strong. But it's going to be a very powerful pull in the direction of our careers. There's something about our careers, and if if our jobs aren't careers, they're just the thing that pays the bill. This is going to be a time where we really start to connect with this beautiful passion of what we have on the side, of like this sense of, I'm discovering myself again. I'm falling in love with myself again. And it moves us to the 10 of Cups. The repeat of the number 10 shows us coming to a completion of a cycle. Financially, yes, also emotionally. This is a sense of, this is what I love. This is my joy. This is my happiness. This is my beauty. This is my purpose and my presence here on earth. Let's look at the energy we need to be mindful of. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. The Prince of Wands. So we are going to be very, very, very attracted to fiery, bright, kind of larger than life people. They're going to be people who are very different than us as Scorpio energies. We kind of keep things more to ourselves. We are watchers and observers and then actors. These are going to be people who act first, watch and observe second, third, fourth, ninth, 100th time. They'll actually, start really looking at things depending on their temperament. We have to be mindful of this because we're going to find it very attractive, and we're going to be lured in by the sense of adventure, the sense of beauty, the sense of, fire and connection. And Spirit's just saying here, slow down a bit, and don't let them start to overpower us. It moves us to our chakra energy. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Oh, it's my favorite one. This is the crown chakra. It is the I am presence. And the thing with the I am presence is that it is I am present within my life. And it's I am what? I am strong, I am capable, I am powerful, I am beautiful, I am successful, I am wealthy, I am what? But it's also, I'm tired, I'm overwhelmed, I'm angry, I'm upset, I'm depressed, I'm anxious, I'm not where I need to be, I'm not where I want to be, I'm so fed up with my life that it's overwhelming. And people ask me, Dane, why do you say the good as well as the bad? And the bad is important because when people say the good, and raise it, praise it moment, it's like, yes, I'm right there with you. I'm right there with you as you say it. But when the negative starts coming in and I'm honest with myself, I'm also right there with you. I'm right there with you feeling small and inadequate and as if the world is so much greater than I will ever be. And those things, we need to address them. We need to own them. We need to say them. We need to feel them because it's not true. Our world may not be the world of a movie star, right? It might not be red carpets and people shouting our names, but you know what? There's kind of a blessing to that. Our world can be small, and it could be a little town in the middle of nowhere, but it can be beautiful and it's ours. And so connecting with our world, connecting with putting down roots and connecting with who we are and what we want, that's the game changer here. That's the I am present within my own life. And I am taking this life as a present, as the most beautiful and gracious of gifts. It moves us to the sun. It moves us to shining brightly. It moves us to beauty, and it moves us to happiness. And at our root, when we have the sun coming forward, we also have people taking us by ice. We have people jinxing us and wanting to take our happiness away. Scorpio, we get to let ourselves shine. We get to let ourselves be powerful and boisterous and beautiful and connected and intense. And this is a time where it would be so easy. It would be so easy just to slip away and to say, oh, well, I don't matter. I'm going to be the great supporting character for whomever. And Spirit's saying, you're not meant to play the supporting role in your own life. And it leads us to the Empress. It leads us to finding a voice we didn't know we lost. Finding a throne and a power we didn't know we had. And it's bringing forward our creativity into this world. It's birthing it forward. It's sitting there and saying, this is what I dedicate my life to. And it can seem like such a bold statement to say, this is what I dedicate my life to. But it doesn't have to be something, altruistic or something, mind-blowingly amazing. It can be, I dedicate my life to kindness. And so I'm embracing it. And I'm birthing that forward within my world and within myself. I dedicate to, XYZ. And it's looking within us and saying, where do I stand? What do I stand for? What do I love? What do I want? What do I need? And it brings us to this place of power, even though we're not going to see it that way. We're going to be the first one to say, oh, no, I'm not powerful, or you don't have to notice me. But people are going to be noticing us, Scorpio. It moves us to the Queen of Wands. It moves us to fire and intensity and brilliance. It also moves us to hidden beauty, really coming forward. This is what this time is all about. The hidden starts to be brought to life. And as the hidden is brought to life, we see ourselves more and more and more. We embrace ourselves more and more and more. And so the Queen of Wands comes in, and we have this fire, and we have this tenacity, and we have this brilliance. And it's a new dawn, and it's a new day. And there's a magic to us. There's a spark to us that we are going to have a tendency to overlook. But we have to hold on to it. Meditate on this sense of there's a spark inside of me. There's a beauty inside of me. There's a passion inside of me. There's a brilliance to me that transforms my whole entire world. And it brings us to the High Priestess. It brings us to the veil being lifted from our eyes. It brings us to a place of intensity and to a place of power. I always think of the High Priestess of the Oracle of Delphi. You know, she was alone in this cave. And yes, we could say, okay, she was driven mad by the fumes. And that's an argument and a valid one. But people from all over the world went to hear her prophecies, you know, and held them to them until their dying day. And there's beauty here, and there's intensity here, and there's something that we're going to want to explain away, but just can't be explained. And so we're moving forward in that fire, in that passion, in that brilliance. We're also seeing people for who they truly are, not for the mask that they wear and how they want us to see them. We're also seeing ourselves, our dreams, our goals, for what they truly are, who we truly are, and not how we want to be seen, but how we need to be seen by ourselves. And that's what comes in at our heart as well. The repeat of the number 2 3 times means that divinity is guiding us towards creativity, is guiding us towards beauty and insight, but also connection. This is a time where we start to connect, where we start to feel ourselves really stepping into our own power, our own beauty, stepping into our passion and our desire. And so the High Priestess opens up our eyes. The veil is lifted, and as the veil is lifted, we drink deeply. We drink deeply of inspiration. We drink deeply of what our hearts have been longing for. We start to see ourselves openly, honestly, beautifully, and we start to really move forward towards the place that our soul needs to be. This is a time where we can feel highly sensitive. This is a time where also we're going to find that if our heart isn't in it, we just don't want to be there. You know, if we don't see the purpose of it, the worth of it, we're going to tune out. So we have to give ourselves just that little bit of slack, because there needs to be a beauty to things. There needs to be this intensity, or else we just won't connect. And we just need to have it in our lives. It doesn't mean that we have to have this beauty and our intensity in our work. It might be that we don't. It might be that this comes from our side project, you know, something that we do when we're off the clocks that is just absolutely us, connects us with our soul, connects us with our passion, you know, connects us with this intensity that moves us forward. And the 10 of Pentacles is prosperity and success. The 10 of Pentacles is abundance. The 10 of Pentacles is bounty moving us forward. And it's also the sense of, this is what I've worked towards. We talk about generational curses, right? Well, this is a generational blessing. This is a sense of, this is what my soul has been working for so long. This is a sense of our past lives coming together to say, but this is breaking down a barrier for us. This is moving us forward in the most extraordinary of ways. We're looking at wealth, and we're not saying, no, it's for somebody else. It's not for me. I can't possibly. We're saying, yes, I deserve it. And we're starting to believe it. And we can have times where we believe we're worthy of love and wealth and prosperity, and then the next day just feel like absolute crud and think that we're not. So here we have to be kind with the circle and the cycle that we go through as emotional human beings, but we also get to move forward in the wealth and the prosperity that is us, that is what we desire, and the knowledge that it's bringing. There's just a sense of breaking down a barrier, breaking down a wall here, and wealth coming in. It moves us to unity. It moves us to the unity of the sacred feminine and the sacred masculine aspects of ourselves. The sacred feminine here with the Empress and the double High Priestess is astoundingly strong. We come from a very nurturing line, but we also come from the line of, I need to get it done, and sometimes I'm just going to need to hear harsh truths. You know, it's kind of like a mother's love. It's all-encompassing, it's beautiful, but also when you need to be told that you're being a jerk, you're told that you're being a jerk. So here, that's that sacred feminine energy that's coming forward. And it's that connection of love. It's that connection of our angels are with us. It's the missing piece is found. The missing piece is seen. And that leads us to a place where we become a warrior in our career. Now, we can also be impulsive with whatever we are passionate about, whatever we give our heart to and really want to see succeed. And again, work can just be work. It pays the bills, it gets the job done, it keeps the lights on, food on the table. And we can have something on the side that just is the expression of our hearts. This is going to be what we put our passionate energy into. We will also put our passionate energy always into our work, most definitely. But there is a sense of fire guiding us forward. There's a sense of insight, having us see things very differently than we've seen things before. And this is going to be a time where we can be highly impulsive. We have to be mindful of falling into the trap that Spirit has warned us of just loving the adventure of it, the sense of I'm going to do something absolutely crazy and see where it takes me. But we also need to step into the power of I'm moving forward for myself, for my career, for where I want to be, for what I love within my life. And doing so slowly, methodically, but determinedly, saying sometimes I'm just going to have to jump. And as long as we're not doing it recklessly, we jump, we go after. And it brings us to the 10 of Cups. It brings us to our own happiness. Now, this is going to be something very interesting during this time, is that we're following our own happiness. We're starting to see what we want as wealth in our lives, which may very well be not the McMansion, not the fancy cars, but something that is successful and powerful and bountiful. Then we have the 10 of Cups, which is the sense of wealth and prosperity emotionally coming forward. It is the sense of happiness. And as this happiness comes in, it's like, but this is where I'm supposed to be. So other people's happiness might be going out and partying and just, always being on the move. But our happiness might be quieter, and people might actually think that it's boring or that we're not really attaining any happiness because it's not theirs. But we're going to find that we are walking the road that we exactly need to walk. We're looking at what we love. People talk about happiness, and happiness is a word that is thrown around, but it's so individual. It's so different for each and every one of us. And now we're starting to connect with it. And that's what's going to also help us to be really driven and really successful, because we're looking at what brings us joy, what connects us with our hearts and our passion, and that creative magical spark that gets to come forward and be as, absolutely undefinable as the Oracle of Delphi. Absolutely mysterious and beautiful and intense as that energy. It brings us to our subconscious energy to be mindful of, and it's the Lord. Okay, this is Aries energy. Now, we could just need to be mindful of Aries energy, but we need to be mindful of the dictator power that will come into our lives. The sense of you have to do this, you have to do that, and if you don't, it will all fall apart. Because we're going to see here that, yes, we have to do certain things, but we also have to move forward in the beauty and in the prosperity that is us, and in the power and the bounty that is guiding us forward, and not let somebody else's voice and somebody else's success become ours. Because we might not fit. You know when you see somebody who's really successful, or you watch somebody and they're giving you this advice, or they're just putting this advice into the ether, and you're listening to them, and you're thinking, oh, okay, that's what I have to do to be successful. But it's not right for us, because what we love to do, how we define ourselves, is very different than the person who's giving the advice. But since they're so successful, we're going to think, oh, well, I have to listen to it, of course. And so with the Lord, we're just being told to be mindful. Be mindful who we listen to. Be mindful how almost we are manipulated into thinking one form of success is better and more powerful than the other. It brings us to our subconscious chakra energy, which is another one of my favorite cards, holistic health, the root chakra. We are embracing our roots, and we are embracing the healing and the beauty and the power of the self coming forward. The holistic health here is saying, listen to your body, listen to your heart, listen to what is needed. And also it's a sense of turning to more natural routes and more natural ways to align our body. It's really listening to our body and listening to what we eat that doesn't sit right with us, what we drink that doesn't sit right with us. And it's starting to really be aware of us and this vehicle for our spirit. It moves us to our subconscious rooted energy. And this is the Chariot. This is Cancer energy. This is a sense of my heart gets to move me forward. Emotions move me forward. We're going to be very emotionally involved in things. It moves us to our subconscious inner self, and that's the King of Pentacles. Now, what I love is that we have the Queen of Wands, which is our prosperity in career, and we have the King of Pentacles, which is wealth and bounty and what we value as much as money coming forward. And so we're going to start to see our career and our prosperities gaining power, but us also gaining authority and trusting ourselves within them. To say, I'm opening up these doors. I'm moving to the place that I need to move to. I'm doing what I need to do to be the success I want to be within my life. And we're seeing ourselves as powerful. We're not seeing ourselves as pawns or weak. Our subconscious emotional self is the Five of Wands. There's battles going on. This is so beautiful here. Everything that is lined up, from the High Priestess, the Ten of Pentacles, the Two of Cups. But inside, there's this battle with the Five of Wands. It's like, I don't deserve this. Or I'm so used to conflict that that's just going to be my default because it's so comfortable. It's so known to me, all the endless battling, that to let this in is terrifying. To let in success seems absolutely overwhelming. This is also office politics, office gossip. And this is really saying here, do not let it get into you, because it's going to have a tendency to creep in and keep us from the place that we need to be. Our subconscious public arena self is the world. The world is opening to us. We're motivated to see that place of happiness, that place and spark of joy where we get to stand, that is absolutely powerful and priceless. That sense of bounty that gets to move us forward in a tremendously impactful, gorgeous way. The world is opening to us. What we have to ask, are we going to enter into our world? Or are we going to strive for somebody else's existence? Or somebody else's idea of happiness? Or are we going to embrace our own? All right. Okay, Scorpio. I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. I'm sending loving, healing energy to each and every one of you. I love you all, and stay safe. Let's end this reading with a meditation, a clearing away of negative energy, a raising of our positive energy as we embrace the power and the prosperity of this time. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. May you move forward in peace and in harmony, Scorpio.